Sorry, my cat's gonna be here. So, for the second case study, love the one you don't like. I called my brother on how I should approach this, and one of the first things I asked him was kind of like, how do I decide who I don't like? I'm a very open, easygoing person. I don't really hate people, and he said, "Well, I mean, we don't get along all the time, so why don't you talk about us?" So I'm gonna do this video about my brother. um, and so I guess might as well just jump into what are some things that we don't like. What makes us not like each other? Um, for two things, we're only like separated in age by like 2 years, and I think we're just two completely different people. Like things I'm passionate about, he couldn't give a crap what they like what those are. Like those are nothing that he cares about. Um, and I think that was like a big thing that could create that kind of that contact, or that could start fights, for instance. And some of those things are, maybe it could be personal opinions about things, or um growing up differently and like school wise. Like he was very into sports and I wasn't. So I feel like that could change how a person's mentality is, especially through discipline and such. And um, even as we're older now, and there's still things we disagree on, and whether those are common sense things, or um, one of us just wanting to have the upper hand, or hey, I'm older, so I feel like I'm smarter than you, or such and such stupid things like that. We just we could disagree and make us hate each other. If there was something I could change about him, um, I would just wish he was more into things I cared about. But that sounds selfish, and maybe it's not the right way to say it, because I don't know if I'd want anything to be different about him. Because like being my brother, it's he's him, and he's him because of the way he is and what he likes, and what he likes to do and what he believes is right. And I don't think I would really want him to be different um about different topics and such. And there's sometimes we really do get along, and there's a lot of things we had the same mindset about, and that's good. Maybe I just want that more, but I feel like it's a bad idea to like wish somebody was more like you or have the same ideas. What are some things we have in common? So there's a few things we have in common. We love video games. We both love sports. We both have our own interests in music, and I would almost say we both feel the same sort of, hey, we have to go to college to get a good job. But I think we're both in the part that was like, we don't know what we want to do. Um, neither one of our parents went to college, so we didn't have that kind of parental guidance on what to do, or like how to even find those things that we'd be passionate about. And I think we both struggled with what we want to do when we're older, and what that looks like. And um, I mean, I think we both kind of we both kind of enjoy some of the same things. Like we'll both love to go outdoors and do things like that, go camping, hiking, and such. Because we both grew up doing those things, and those are just things that we just both enjoy. Um, and another one is like if we were like locked in together for like a long period of time, like 24 hours, and we were to talk about who we are, and like what would be the results of that. I feel like I think that'd be a great idea for us to do. um I think we'd really talk about things we didn't like about each other, and like come to a conclusion about what we do enjoy, and like how we could meet in the middle on some things, because like sometimes we're really stubborn, and I think if we were less stubborn and more open to new ideas, which is, hey, that's a quality you need for interpersonal skills. I think that would really help both of us, and I think it's just a really good idea to open ourselves up to each other, to like talk about things we're not okay talking about, and kind of work through them and ultimately come out stronger. I feel like a bond between us being stronger. That's not one thing we normally do, and I think it really would improve our relationship that way. And there's some things that we definitely don't agree on, and we could fight. I mean, we're just like any other people's sons. Sometimes you have disagreements, sometimes you have agreements, sometimes we have altercations, and sometimes they're bad altercations. So on any given day, it just depends how the day has gone for you, and sometimes we be at each other's throats, and we want to fight, or sometimes we're like, dude, that's like awesome, like congratulations, like you just got a A in this class, or whatever it may be. And we're actually really competitive. We ended up taking one college class together, and I don't think I've ever wanted to do better in a class than when I was taking that class. And it was chemistry. We took the same class, sat like right next to each other in class, and the amount of effort we both put in that class to be like, all right, I'm going to be the smarter brother. I'm going to do this better. I'm going to get better grades. And the thing is, we would end up trading blows. He would get a higher grade on a test than I would. We'd both get the same grade on our lab reports. I think that's actually a really good thing that we do together, is, we're really competitive, and neither one of us wants to be the lower brother, or always got to have bragging rights. But I hope it's okay that I didn't do this about somebody I didn't necessarily like, that I did not necessarily like, because I think it's a good person to talk about, because we do have those disagreements at times, and I wish they would change, or I should change for the better at that point. And I just hope it's okay for that. I thought it was a good idea, because there are some things we do have really big disagreements about, and there's times where we really do agree on a lot of things. So that will conclude the case study for people I don't like. Thank you.